Hey there and welcome back to Sea Power. Today we're striking Havana. Reasons? Well, the Soviets have built a sizable naval base there and we cannot let it stand. So it's going to be up to the Enterprise over here to take it down. It's not just the Enterprise, however, we have a couple of escorts with us. Notable is Long Beach, also with that fairly weird looking bridge, but if I understand correctly, that is housing the very sizable radar installation that these ships were used to. We have the Bird, we have the Bainbridge, which I believe is a modded ship, we have the Polar, the Hepburn, and the Moosbrugger. There are risks and reports of Soviet submarines in the area, so I'm going to have to do quite a lot of work with various different aircraft. First up, a couple of F-14s. Let's go air-to-air long range, and I'll take 2 of those initially. I also want to have an E-2C up, make sure I can see stuff, a couple of EA-6Bs, electronic warfare, potentially seed run. RA-5C is useful to closely identify things that I spot as a radar blip. And of course, we're going to use a couple of planes capable of doing ASW. So let's take 2 of those, maybe 3 even. That should keep the Enterprise busy for a while. As the E-2C gets into position, we're already getting a couple of radar contacts. This scenario was made by Cent, and it's not unusual for him to throw in a couple of red herrings, a couple of decoys. So let's hope that this aircraft can be able to spot various units approaching us. Yes, we are not alone. There's a lot coming in. Various different altitudes, 37,000, 34,000, 10,000... We got a lot of things coming in. Wichita. Let's go have a chat. Agrees to comply. That's a merchant. These things sailing in formation. 3 meagers. I don't like it. I don't like it. That looks like a formation of ships. 37 knots. Definitely hostile units. The only question is what type. So let's have Fleur check it out. It's the RA-5. Go to 37,000. We also have Magic over here. I'm going to keep Magic slightly behind. This is my electronic warfare bird. We also have Salvage 1 coming off. And let's start dropping some sonobuoys. The formation was sailing at 30 knots, which is very quick. And that's not strictly what I need right now. So I've decided to slow the formation down, because I'm essentially mobile airfield, right? So let's make sure that the carrier is going to go a bit slower. But unfortunately, as we're doing air ops, that's not an option. We got to sail against the wind in order to keep that up. Now, let's get some more sonobuoys. In case you're wondering, how do you do that big spread? Hold Alt and just drop right-click. And that will automatically do that for you. Looks like we have several inbound units, some of which are even classified as hostile. This thing is radiating. It's a Krivac, or a Rogov. I'm thus assuming that all of these are hostile. And they are semi-large contacts. There is another aircraft in the way, 6,000 feet. I'm hoping that Fleur can detect and identify that unit as it comes up. As for Wichita, I think Wichita is going to require some assistance. We're going to send up a couple more F-14s. Let's go to air-to-air. I'll take 2 wings of 2. That should keep my air patrol a little busier. As for these things, 55-mile range, give or take. Let's send them some harpoons. We have no harpoons on Hepburn, but Moose does have harpoons. I'm going to send, I think, 1 for each contact, because they're meagers, so they're not that big. Single shot all. Give me weapon seekers. I want to see how much those harpoons can actually see, so that they don't all accidentally engage the same target. I think we'll be fine. Once they get closer, that search cone is going to decrease. Now, this aircraft over here, 37,000 feet, I think is neutral. It unfortunately does not respond. So until it does, I have essentially no choice but to classify it as hostile, or at least as question. Over here we got another couple of 31 knot units coming in, again hostile. And over here we have... That's a lot of air contacts. 10,000 feet, doing 760 knots. That's fast. That's some really fast aircraft. Okay, Wichita. That's going to be your job. That's going to be your job. We also got 2 more coming in. They're relatively low. And they're actually closer than that big wing coming in. Also, we detected an enemy SA... Ooh. Lots of SA-10s. So I think it's time to send up another couple of AWACS. No, sorry, not AWACS. A couple of Seedbirds. Let's go with A6s. No, A6s can't do it. A7s. Seed loadout. Seed loadout gives them... a couple of Shrikes. Yeah, that's fine. Give me 3 separate aircraft, and then I want a couple of flights of A6s and ship heavy. We're gonna go with the harpoons. 2 and 2 more. There's Wichita 3 coming off the deck. Wichita 3 is immediately gonna get tasked. We need these guys to go on a mission. In the meanwhile, our harpoons are on their final track towards these meager, assumedly hostile contacts. If these turns out to be yachts, well, they're going to have a very bad day. As for hostile contacts, there are a lot of them, and based on the fact that there's a Tu-95 out there, I'm thinking I have been well detected. So, I think it's time to throw caution out the window, and we're going to go for air defense, sensor search. I'm going to have air search on for the whole formation, and I'm going to have the sensors surface search on as well. And I'm going to give these guys all the order to defend themselves. Yeah, it's Nanuchka. And something else. And they already got SSN-9s out there. Oh, dude. That's not very useful. I think the moment that we lit up, they knew exactly where we were. So at this point, maybe I did play myself a bit. But... hopefully I can eliminate these Nanuchkas before they all launch their missiles. They're hard at work trying to ditch all of those SSN-9s. Hit. How are you doing? Yeah, that's a lot of incoming missiles. Come on. The harpoon got him. And the harpoon got the other one as well. Okay, we got 3 kills. Excellent work. The situation is now pretty grim. We have lots of anti-ship missiles coming in. I have lots of Su-24s coming in. And, of course, once a couple of warships start clearing islands, it's entirely likely they'll start sending cruise missiles my way. So we are in a bit of a dire strait, and potentially that happened because I lit up my radar. So be it. Now I'll have to work with it. Thankfully, I do have my own electronic warfare aircraft up, so maybe we can confuse some of those radars, make them a little bit more likely to get shot down, and thus try and survive this encounter. So, game time. Let's get Wichita into play. I'm going to tell Wichita to go on weapons free. Engaging these contacts here. Wichita 3. I want you to activate your sensors. And we're going to go after these guys. The rest are actually too close already. But I kind of misplayed that. Formation orders. Weapons free. You guys closest targets. Engaging 7082. Yeah, we kind of lost them temporarily. Because we're coming up behind them. Assumed hostile. We have Lizard Flight coming up. That's A6s. Let's get the A6s to go and meet this group here. First couple of missiles going out. Are those things that high up? Looking good. 1 down. Actually, not 1 down. This M54 is going to go and engage something all the way over there. Okay, fine. We're going to launch a couple more aircraft. We need to, desperately. I should have launched probably loads more. F4s. Sorry, F14s. 4 of them air-to-air long range. It's not the best loadout. I think air-to-air at the moment is the better loadout. I'll take another 2. And then we're going to switch to the bounty hunters, and I'll take another 4. Fairly soon, we should start seeing activity from our own surface-to-air missiles. Especially Bainbridge. Because Bainbridge has some really good long-range SM2s. But against these targets, which are sea skimmers, they're making it very difficult to hit. So at the moment I can't really engage those. Dragon, you are capable of going after those radiation sources down there.
Roger, turn 1.
Wichita, why don't you switch back to weapon type? Let's not, shall we? Weapon free, don't go MCON, air search radar on. Are these things deploying anything yet? Okay, we did get one of them. These are just dumb bombs. Tunanutska's dead. Very good. Weapon free. I think I need to tell the whole division to do that, or the whole formation to do that. Hold on. Sensor orders. Air search. Weapons free. We got another aim 7. Ideally, nope, no joy. We did get at least 3 of those Tu-16s. We got plenty more inbound. Our own surface-to-air missiles are coming up now. Here is Lizard 3-2. That's one of our strike aircraft. Let's get Magic 1 deploying their own offensive ECM at this point. Start blinding those missiles. All ships are now going to start engaging. We got loads on the Bainbridge here. Launcher might not be in firing arc, yep. Hopefully we can blind some of those SSN-9s before they become too much of a threat. F-14 status. Engaging 7002. Denied. Get these MiGs. They're closest to you, go after them. With a 20mm. No, dude. These guys are refusing orders again. I guess that's because they're on weapons free. At this short range, we can never get an aim 7 to land. Not gonna happen. Alright, standard missiles, let's go. Start intercepting these Styxes. Sorry, not Styxes. Missed. Polar, I am terribly sorry, but I might need you to sacrifice yourself. Turn starboard, turn port. Present yourself as a big target. At full. How are we doing clearing up these bombers? Not good enough. We got more aim 7s coming in. And as such, we are apparently getting some misses, but not all of them. That's a hit. Wichita 7. Immediately weapons free. The game is starting to lag pretty bad. Come on, Polar. Get in there. Status. Wichita 9 still on the deck. We need them off the deck right now. Launch these birds and get them into action. The situation here is that we have eliminated 1 MiG. We're now engaging 7004, which is probably one of the bombers here. They apparently consider that to be a bigger threat. And you're going to try and do that with a Sidewinder. That's an interesting idea. Because it does mean you're going to have to go all the way up there first. Salvage 2 still dropping soda boys. So far, not a single submarine contact. I can work with that. Decent job intercepting these missiles so far. Plenty more to come. Unfortunately, there's also another flight inbound here. That is SSN-12s. And SSN-3s. We're gonna need a lot of jamming on this flight. Lizard 3, relocate east. Dragon 1, you're my anti-radiation flight. Oh, good lord, there's a lot more MiGs. Okay. I probably shouldn't have turned on all my radars. That kind of invited this attack. Come on. You're very close to one of my destroyers. Got him. Hepburn got it. Sorry, frigate. I think this one is potentially going to lock onto the Long Beach here. Got him. Last SSN-9. You're engaging it with Rim 7s. Very good. Anything goes, as long as you get rid of it. Well done. Wichita 7. Engage those MiGs. Weapons free. Wichita 9. Welcome to the fight. You're coming into a very hot situation, and you're allowed to use whatever weapons you see fit against whatever targets you can find. Hold on, mister. You're right behind one of these aircraft. I'm not sure why they don't activate their own air search radars when they're told to go on the offensive. Weapon tight? No, weapon free. I switch to 3-2. Sometimes I'm not really sure why they're trying to catch the target that they're apparently trying to catch. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay, so now I've got another flight coming in of Tu-16s. Armed with dumb bombs. I don't need to jam those. These I do need to jam. Because that is indeed a sizable threat. Okay, we got another Tu-16 gone. Very good. Let me get rid of the sonar boys. Because it's already busy enough as is. Switch it to 9. Weapons free. Switch to 9-2. Same order. Weapon free. Come on. Missed him. Switch to 5. Pursuing 7044. Denied. Weapon tight. Thinking I will need to micro these guys a bit, otherwise they simply don't adhere to my orders. The problem is that I might not be fast enough. Okay, we got bullets 1 coming off. Join the fight. Weapons free. Air search on. Weapons free. Should be another flight getting ready to go. Bullets 1-3. Air search on. Weapons free. Off you go. Well done. Bainbridge, where you at? I need you to go on air defense, weapons free. Anything that flies, make sure that it stops flying. So now they're not just going to engage missiles, they're going to engage everything. And I got 98 of those Standard Missile 2s. We should be able to light up any aircraft that gets close. Ideally starting with these bastards. Okay, we got another missile coming off of Wichita 7-2. No, we also have to deal with that. Okay, Dragon. You're en route to do a seed mission here. Fleur, do you know what that is? Grivax, Kinda, and Kinda. The thing about the Kindas is that they probably have expended all their weapons. So arguably they're not that big of a threat. Which is a bit weird to say, but they've launched their missiles. So at the moment, I don't really think they can do that much more. Jeez, this is a complete missile fiesta here. Well, it's 1-4. Air search on. Engage this one. Oh crap, here come the missiles. AS-13s. Start dealing with those missiles, Bainbridge. Standard missiles out. Bird. Air defense. Weapons free. Polar. Weapons free. Okay, we're hitting MiG-21s, that's great. We're definitely clearing up the skies, but it's taking too long. We got too many missiles coming in. Enterprise, are you done launching? Let's get an EA-6B in there, another electronic warfare bird. I just want to saturate the sky with radar clutter, making it as difficult as possible for these missiles to really get anything done. Oops, didn't mean to chaff. We're going to eliminate these missiles first, and then those. These MiG-21 Bisses are really not that big of a deal, I think, although they could be deadly to my fighters. We've still got Su-24s coming in. Moseburger's been hit. Damage report. Ooh, that's not looking good. She's probably gone. S's and 12s. I cannot have them go for the Enterprise. But they will. Come on. Sea-Wiz. It's gonna have to knock this thing out, or we lose the Enterprise. Yeah, we're gonna lose the Enterprise. Well, that was fun. Damage control. Flight deck's been destroyed. That's the end of the carrier. And with that, that's the end of the mission. I think this had to do with me activating my radars. Because I activated my radars, I just messed everything up. MCON was fine. Funny, that pilot coming off. MCON was fine until I saw that there were incoming Nanuchkas, at which point I activated my radars, and the Nanuchkas and everybody else went, thank you very much. Now we're going to eliminate you. Apparently they also managed to mess up a merchant here, which had absolutely nothing to do with this fight. But that is it for me with Task Force James T. Kirk. The Enterprise is no more, and even if this manages to survive, I don't think I can complete the mission, because I need to eliminate the rest of the Soviet Navy, which is apparently still at harbor somewhere. And there's still Tarantulas coming in, more Tarantulas, Udaloy, Kiev. Like, it's too much for me to handle. So, well done to Cent for making this scenario. Bad job to me for not respecting MCON. And as such, getting the Enterprise destroyed. If you want to have a better go at this scenario, by all means, link down below in the description. I look forward to seeing how you guys do. I would, however, activate your radars at the last possible moment, if at all. Because this is not a situation you wish to find yourself in. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video nonetheless. It has been a bit of a shit show, but, well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and this time, all on me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon for more.